What's up, guys? Not the winner here again. For those of you guys who watched my recent video on an insanely OP Bard build, we're going to try and make the insanely tanky mage now. And this is actually going to be utilizing defense for sure. But now that attack affects your hit chance with things, it's really kind of changed how we play this game. One thing to point out, that Bard build is basically a perfect build based on the current meta, and I believe that some parts of Sonic will get nerfed soon. Most of it's pretty balanced, but Power Chord being able to be used every single turn, kind of OP. I think it should still be either every turn or every other turn. I don't think it needs a massive cooldown for that one because you pay a high essence cost and it makes sense. You're just playing a guitar chord. Why do you have to wait? Uh, um, but also, like, maybe Aria of Respite's a little bit OP in terms of just being able to get back all of your essence like that and then just keep on casting. So maybe a little bit of balancing needs to happen there. But let's see if we can make a mage that, in my opinion, would be strong enough to defeat that Sonic build. Um, Obviously, the cheap method would go immunity to Sonic. I'm definitely gonna build a Sonic immune character specifically for like PvP when it rolls around, but I'm not building one now. I don't need it in this game. At least currently. I'm sure there's tons of bosses that will come out that I'm gonna be like, damn, I wish I had a Sonic immune build. But when we're actually going for like min maxing in the PvP, I believe that you have to make those characters separately. And that's going to be very interesting because I think it's like everyone's going to be the same level, of course. You might everyone be capped at like 50 or something. Uh, and that would be just so cool to see, like, being able to create a character already at level 50 and just like choose something that's going to counter a certain type of build and then make your character against the rest of the builds. But I think we're definitely going to have to go for my favorite here, the Fae. And I always like to choose Fae because lightning immune. Lightning damage, for whatever reason, the lightning effect basically shocks you and stops you from using any abilities. That sucks. 80% of what you do in this game is abilities. So we're going to make sure that we're completely cured of that issue. And because we're not going pure charisma, we're not going to have 100% magical immunity. So we will have to worry about other spells. And we're going to find a way around that. I'm kind of okay with his horns and little mustache there. That, like, if it suits him, it definitely suits him. Um, we're definitely going to go for the high health setup. Should we go for the dodge like my bard? That's a real question there. The parry could be useful, but I think we're going to go for the dodge setup. And it's hmm sturdy. That's Red Rover. Come on over. I mean, he's not a battle mage. He's not going to be using melee. What is he? He's a tank mage. Um, mage. Yeah, I'm okay with critical there. Let's do it. Do I take Bard just to get the Aria? Oh, that would be dirty, actually. Never going below Calm is going to be extraordinarily useful, of course. Extra damage against undead, extraordinarily useful. Over here, we're just looking at extra essence, basically. Because combine like Arcane Blast against Spirit Hammer, like whatever. Like, yes, it's 22 range damage versus 20, but you also get a Holy Heal here and these two other abilities. Bard, all spirit bonuses are increased by an extra 30%. I do know hit chance with Bard is going to be really, really nice, whereas this one's going to take a lot more points into attack, which deviates from the defense because you have to keep points in intellect to keep your damage high enough, right? Okay, here's where we really got to make up our choices. So, agility and attack both increase your hit chance with spells. I believe agility increases it by more than what attack does. Kind of like how charisma is going to increase your hit chance with Sonic by more than what attack would. Um, hmm. If we go defense, that's going to protect us against magic and Sonic, melee and ranged. It kind of keeps you safe from everything because you're trying to parry everything. So I should have probably gone parry instead of dodge. But we got our size, so we got extra health. So we'll take those for now. We'll be able to make ourselves the base wizard setup, right? And normally you'd not add points to attack here, but now I'm gonna have to. Let's get ourselves stars so we can get extra skills early. First fight, auto hit. Alright. So we get 2 points per level. We want to make sure that we're still able to get through enemies quickly so we can level fast. That's the most important part. So obviously Sonic builds are great for that, but let's think. So we're trying to make it a mage. We'll definitely need spell damage. But we're 100% going to need hit chance. And it's got to be tanky as all hell. Okay, good enough for me. Alright. Guess the only real option right now is that. Because we want him to be tanky. But, like, we don't want him not to be able to do anything. Well, that's not good. Let's do this. Jerk. Huge. Huge. Come a little closer. Oh, I got him now, guys. He dropped his weapon. Man. That was a close call. Early on, these battles can't really be too well predicted. Yeah, I mean, I could just like put a point into strength, but that's a waste. Alright. Let's get our defense higher. Become the pyromancer we've always wanted to be. $42% hit chance. Whew. That is quite low. Yeah, that's scary. Whew. That was close. Yeah, that 40% is not looking nice, guys. How much work are we going to have to put in to get that up? Because I'm going to have to keep my intellect pretty darn low if I want to go attack and keep my defense high. Speaking of, what are we looking like? 45 base there, 66, 58, 60. With only a base hit chance of 51. Interesting. So I have two strong options here. We know that the one bard I made works, but that was basically like mostly charisma, small extra attacks elsewhere. What about a defense bard? Like, yes, he's already immune to one thing and he's got high defenses elsewhere. I just want to see a calculator to see what a high defense will do in this game. That's all I want to know. And I can never like commit to a pure defense build because the sacrifice. You miss out on all the explosions. uh 32, even worse. You're not immune though, right? He's immune to lightning. Why does he have to sound like a baby? Ooh. He still resisted, but that was a 64% chance. That's a bit better. So he's gonna have to rest. Nice. That's just... Okay, and he surrendered. I was gonna say, that's just the buff I needed right there. I think it's time to add Frost to the repertoire. And with that, it'll be a bit easier to start moving through. Yes, armor. Very nice to see you. And there we go. The only thing I need from you for a while. Only 11 still. Rough. So we're gonna have to win 2. Well, win 1 to get the star, and then win 2 for a level. Nice, it actually hit. Wild. Only 1? Only 1? Brutal. Alright, he's down to 2 life. He's got no shield. Spirit Hammer. If somehow he blocked that, he was going to have to rest, and then I was just going to light attack with a 99 hit chance. Alright, so that gets us to 12. Learn skill. Chill Bolt. We're at 44 instead of 42. I'm adding 2 points. I'm going to need a lot of attack, that's for sure. Probably should have taken the level 5, but I don't think I could beat it. GG. Oof. That's right. I do this every single time. Yeah, and I did say the level 5 was one I'd have to go for. This guy's only immune to Sonic, so there's no real reason to avoid him. Since this is a 3-stat build, it's going to be a bit less effective long term, in my opinion. Oh, I thought one of those was about to cool down. Nice. And we're hoping that the defense makes it so I never need the health, right? That's the general idea here. This one's scary and stupid at the same time. I definitely think I should be doing this with the Bard so I can just focus charisma and defense, right? And not need the attack, except maybe like 5 points down the line. But I will say the patches are going to keep changing the stats and how they work. So, and that's a good thing for any of you guys who are like, but my character, the whole point of this game is to make a whole bunch of characters. Try out all sorts of fun things. And eventually your character will be OP again. So think about it as an ever-changing meta, like in any of the good games out there that are competitive, you know? So that just lets you know that the PvP system will actually be balanced, and you'll be having great matches instead of everyone just sitting there and shouting like a jerk like I do. But yeah, if you're looking for a nice balanced game, like this guy's clearly working to make everything more and more balanced with every single update, every patch. So I only have 35 health. That's so scary. I want more stars. Yeah, we'll kill these 4. We'll get the level ups and get some more stars. For early game, that's plenty of damage when their shields are low. As long as 1 hits right now, and the goal is to get the attack high enough where 2 hit. And then we can work on the damage for them again when we're hitting with them often. But we're only going to go 1 point attack, 1 point defense, just to make sure that defense is constantly rising. Because we want to see the results of what the defense can actually do. I will say the fastest one that I noticed for leveling up, it's close between the mage and the bard for early level ups, but late game I think that bard just crushes because it can destroy all pieces of armor in like a couple of attacks. So he rested, so I get a higher hit chance. That's why I like the priest though, because he gets his own little heal, so I don't need to think about a rest for a heal. And then as long as my essence is high enough, which it's not. That's another problem. At least early game for any characters, you need a certain amount of essence to do anything in this game. So you gotta waste some of your early points on stamina, and then it gets hard to build your character later. Because you're trying to win battles when your points are in essence. But like I mentioned, he's still working to balance everything. So we got him with a little bit of hot and cold. We caught him with that blast there. Now we're in a situation where we gotta use that and then shield block our way forward, I think. Yeah, here's where we shield block, make him... Oh, he's already in range. Shield broken. 1 more turn till something actually happens. So get him nice and low. But yeah, maybe defense is going to be like the insane meta later on. And I'd love to have a character that's already prepared for that. And it makes sense to have everything under attack for the hit chances. So if he actually removes it from stuff like charisma and agility for those, it might be even better. Or it might be trash and make everyone have to have too many stat points split off early on, making the game too hard for players. cool. Frost protection. Not enough gold. Oh no. I will say health regen from vitality needs to be moved up. Yes, we don't want to make it to the point where someone can just heal through all attacks and become a god, but like, it's weak. Let's just GG it. Yeah. But we are up to the high 40s on hit chance now. That's not bad. I think all this really makes you do is grind out the areas a little bit longer. Like, instead of you just barely skating by on a boss and like just barely happening to OP your way through it, it's like, now make yourself a little bit more balanced, get like 2 to 3 more levels, take on your boss, now move on. 38% chance to hit. I take it all back. It does make magic seem a lot less powerful, but at the same time, I'm gonna find my way around that again. And anyone not thinking like that is gonna have trouble when PvP rolls around. Yeah, those rolled. Yeah. Would have been nice. He's gonna have to rest again soon, though. So I think I'll go Spirit Hammer here. We force him to rest, so I'll go Shield Block. Now he rests. And now I get to Fireball him. He's almost out of energy again. I can rest and then begin my assault. Chill Bolt. Alright, once I take down Korg and level up again, I'll take on Charlie. I'll tank again. Yeah. He'll block it up. I'll join him. He double rested thinking he was safe. I'm watching you, buddy. Holy heal. Is he gonna rest? Quick tap. Yeah, he rested into a Chill Bolt. Yeah, boy. Massive hit chance increase. That's going to be great for my next Fireball. That's in 2 turns. Spirit Hammer next turn. Let's go ahead and rest. Make sure we got the energy to do everything. Power attack him back. Fireball. And Spirit Hammer. Nice. So we'll take this level up, and then we're going to look at our stats. Want to see if this defense is doing anything. Alright. Okay. So 48 on the melee parry is still pretty low. Range defense already up to 69. Magic and Sonic are at 61 and 63. Yeah, I want to see my melee defense go up to, I don't know, like 70, 75%, and each of these be in the high 90s. Like, I want to just not be able to be hit. Oh, that's parry or dodge. No one uses range. Dodge is useless. I should have gone parry. I'm a rookie. That's great, though. If you get a high enough chance to resist every attack, then it's like, okay, if you're almost never being hit. I can see the power in this build. I don't fully agree with it since your magical skills are going to be weaker. Probably going to have a lower chance to hit since you're going to sacrifice some attack and some intellect there. It's a tough call. Do you go for a glass cannon or something nice, well balanced like this that you're gonna have a nice long fight? You're definitely gonna get a lot more surrenders out of your enemies with a build like this. You might not even make to the surrenders. You might tear right through them if done properly, but you won't be able to be hit, which is great. I still think Sonic is gonna be the most OP for something like this. The second you get power cord, you can just grip it and rip it and just sit there all day with it. Um, you know what? Let's do a duality switch. Yeah. We're 33 minutes in. Let's check between the two. Same exact concept. We will make the parry change and give up on the range blocking. I'm not that worried about the range block. There are a couple range bosses, and I'm sure late game range is going to get a little bit more love, but for the moment. Alright, so we're going to go Fae again, stay immune to the lightning. And let's go... Wait, what? Oh. Am I stuck with the horns, my guy? You couldn't put the hair in the front? Okay. The Armored Bard. None shall break through. Ease victory. Alright, so we want to go parry. We're going to go health. And... a deep sounding Twooty. And look, so this gives us hit chance and defense against magic, right? So we're already getting a big advantage against the magic defense there, and we're going to be able to hit with our abilities. It gives us shop discounts as well, and obviously our damage. So the only things that we got to think about here is getting more vitality, more stamina, and potentially, obviously, defense. So we're going to go ahead and probably put mostly all of it right there. And we don't get a guitar until level 6 anyways. So we're going to have to wait for that goodness. We won't need many stars, but I think we were missing out on starting stars now. Because I think before you started with 12 regardless, and then got these. Stay stunned. And this will allow me to use Aria of Respite to make sure that I'm never running out of my essence, so I can withhold some points there. So I think I'm just going to push to 6 there and be done with that for a while. And now I can just alternate Charisma defense. And we're just basically going to try out the exact same thing that we just did. Increased chance to hit with sonic attacks, of course. That's huge. He's got nothing of interest to me until I hit the level 6 marker. And let's see the difference between the two after like 30 minutes. I do think both are going to be powerful in their own merit, though. Like, any super tanky type character is going to be useful. Jeez, buddy. At least let me get started. So far, looking good on the mage's one, huh? And for those of you guys who are saying, like, you only got that other character to, like, level 7, you don't know whether that's even a good build yet. You're right. But what I do know is that once I get this one to level 7, we're going to look at hit chances. We're not trying to see, was that build the right choice right now? What we're trying to see is, once this one's at the same level, what is this one's chance to hit on average? And what is that one's chance to hit on average? And how much damage do they deal? And when you look at that, and also, for example, that one has cooldowns with everything. This one with Power Chord, it's a 0 cooldown. So you also have to look at that, and then how much of their armor it breaks with each hit. So we're going to look at all these types of variables, and we're probably going to do more than one of these where we take a look at these guys as they progress. We might be getting the mage to like level 12 and then get this one to level 12 and take another look and see at what point of the game one is better than the other and the other is better than the previous, right? So don't worry, guys. We are going to take a better look. We're not just going to say, okay, this one's better because it feels stronger and killed faster. No, we're actually going to look at damage. We're going to look at hit chance. We're going to look at the variables that actually matter when you're looking at a build and whether it works. Heart exploded. He had 1 hit point left. My heart exploded? I've never had that outcome before. Wow. Pretty cool, but wow. Alright, so I've lost a chunk of money. Let's just do it. Make the stupid mistake. Oh, I can't afford any of them anymore. Great. Tisk, guys. Tisk, tisk. I think I lose again, folks. What was my melee parry percent? $63. My chance to parry a melee attack is 63%. Did I parry any attacks? No, that's right. My heart exploded. Alright. So, since I can't seem to get a win right now, what I'm going to do is cut this one a little bit early. We're going to take a look at the build, which honestly, it doesn't need that much stamina to start. We could literally just throw 1 point in strength to be good to go there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's re-roll it. Alright, guys, we got a slightly better build now. We made a small mistake on the first one. But at the same time, let's see how this all goes. Yeah, for whatever reason, the first time I tried to make this new defensive bard, I put a bunch of points in stamina like early, and couldn't get past the fight that unlocks the shop. Like I literally just walled myself. It was great. But the snag meaty burp. So I never did gaseous wind before, and that's probably one that I might want to consider in the future, just to add a necrotic effect onto an enemy while I continue to damage them. Definitely something that I didn't utilize last time that I will be this time. Not gonna pick it up yet though. Damn, I don't have enough for meaty burp. Still need 3 more, but power cord for sure. All right, so let's get myself 3 more. Which we'll try and get it from winning fights rather than just resting. Because you do get 2 per day, so you could probably just rest 2 days and then buy it. That hurts. That hurts. Jeez, buddy, calm down. Big stun. Oh, I don't have enough to finish him. No, he gets a free hit. Now he's got to come in close. No, he doesn't. Okay, I'm fine though, because he can't use that for another 3 turns. And big taunt. Close call, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Would you? It sounds like the dumbest thing ever. Would you guys want me to do a live stream where you guys call out in the chat what moves I pick and see how many times I die or live? I think it could be fun. As long as people aren't complete jerks, we'll have a good time. Okay, buddy, calm down. Well, that ends that day. Now, my star count might be low, but I did give myself a little bit of extra money so I'd be able to afford what I need to at level 6. And if you look, I'm at 11 now because that day passed. So I just got to take on this next person, and that'll unlock it for me. Maybe it did cost 11, and I'm just insane, though. Big taunt to start. Slice for 10. Okay, they're already low. I'm missing a limb, but they're low. Oh! Broke the pants off the missing limb. That's just rude. It's weird. It's like the more points I put in defense, the more times I get decapitated and stuff. Wait a minute. Let's keep going for that there. Alright, and it made it a new day. So we get the armor. Yeah, Gaseous Wind and Meaty Burp were both only 11. Okay. Is that from Charisma? Is that affecting this shop now too? Interesting. So both of those are at 74 chance to hit now, which is actually pretty darn good. We're happy to see that, right? Remember, our spells were in the 40s, and we were working on getting them to the 50s, but some fights they were still in the 30s, depending on the enemy. And yes, they deal high damage, they deal damage over time. I get it, and these are a little bit lower damage, and it's not damage over time. But when I can stun him like that and directly combo into that for a kill and still have enough essence, not bad. And that's going to be the whole point of this build, in my opinion. Oh, I got like... It's the worst when you get like fruit flies and like even though you've cleaned everything, you can't get rid of them. One of them just will not leave me alone. He's not understanding the point of like, bro, I don't want to have to crush you. You know what? We'll rest. So he used the gaseous one. We get our taunt back in one turn. We'll rest again. He's got to walk closer anyways. Quick slice there to get a little bit of damage off. He gets a big hit, and then we taunt for a kill. Oh, boo. Oh, that's right. Arya can get me back so much of my essence easily. I forgot I went Bard. That move is so powerful, the Arya. Hey, Mr. Warrior Flurb. Pip Pip. That was the name. I was like, it starts with F. I didn't read it, though. Flurb. Alright. Taunt. What a meanie. Meaty Burt. Alright, you're just gonna ignore everything? So I poked him for 10. He's got a way bigger poke. I can get that Sonic crit stun right there. Next Arya's in 2 turns when I have Meaty Burp, so I can rest and heal at the same time while he walks towards me. Get off my burp. Run that into an Arya. Oh wait, we'll taunt since he rested. Won't have enough for the Arya. Excuse me. Double stun. Now we Arya. Back to full. And then we... Oh, I was hoping to get a taunt there. Quick tap. Oh, big parry. Taunt. Alright, burp. There we go. And remember, guys, the whole point is to compare this to the other build. Granted, in the other build, we only had like 5 or 6 intelligence because we had to put points in attack to make sure that we could still get defense. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 to stamina this time and skip my defense to keep my charisma moving up. And we're going to grab more defense soon. But I love how that first ability is going to increase my chance to hit. Alright, so back into Fight Selector. We're going to get 1 more level before we take on the champ. And really, we should get 2, push up to 7, then take champ and push up to 8 for the easy, like, continuation push. But we'll see. Realistically, I'd just like to have my guitar. So we'll taunt, 19 stun with a meaty burp, 19, and then a quick. Ooh, good block. So he's going to be immune to my sonic attacks. We'll ignore that fight. I thought I made this guy big. Wait, why is he so small? I specifically made him big. Because we don't care about dodge, we wanted parry. I mean, I did just parry. Maybe I'm just tripping. I just look small for because he's like a giant. Well, he's having a tough time. Stop ignoring my attacks, my guy. So he rests, guaranteed taunt for the stun, and then I poke him. There we go. First info panel. Yeah, my dodge is low. My parry is high. Okay. 64% chance to parry, by the way, guys. So might not even need the Sonic Immune for the level up, thankfully. Oh, we needed that taunt there, guys. That was big. Well, if he's just gonna back up, I'll heal. It's like that. You're just gonna keep running. Yawn. So he's out of energy. He's gonna have to do something like a rest soon. So we'll burp first. He ignores that. Then he's gonna rest, and we're just gonna go ahead and taunt. He gets stunned, which gives us a turn to Arya, and then he'll walk forward. Double stun. We'll take it. Walk in his face. He's gonna rest again. Perfect timing for a taunt stun, leading into a burp. Huge with the level up. Exactly what we needed. That allows us to add an extra point in defense, and stamina wasn't bad, so let's go charisma. And now theatrics, we can finally max out our sonic attack hit chance. And that gave us level 6, so we can visit the weaponsmith, and he's actually got weapons now, meaning I can pick up 1,000 gold guitar. And that's a two-handed weapon, guys, so we can no longer use shields. But what I want to pick up, and I can't afford it yet, is going to be power cord. I need about 8 more before I can buy that. And that's going to change the game. I will stop by the armor because we have over 1,000 to spend right now. And let's go ahead and pick up some defense. Some nice basics, nothing too special. Look at that. Boom. So we got 81 armor now. Excuse me. Now we'll take out all 4 of these guys. None of them are Sonic immune. And that'll push us to level 7. We'll take on Charlie at 7, push to 8, head to Newtown. Yeah, instead of trying to bum rush, we're just going to push to 7, because the other character is only level 7 as well. And that way we can properly compare those stats. Let's grab our Arya. No, no, no. I'm not done with you. Oh, you're resting, huh? So we do only have 40 health. That's scary, but we also have 80 on the armor, and then we're a defense build. So it's getting harder and harder for the enemy to get a hit off on us. Well, hopefully. Otherwise, we're wasting a lot of points for nothing, am I right? But that will be really cool to have a bard and a mage that's tank like this, and then a bard and a mage how I actually have them. And then obviously my wizard build. Let's just hit him with, what? 85% chance. Miss with the meaty bird. You know what? Wait for him to come close. Yeah, for some reason I feel like my guy looks small and he's moving fast, even though I went for the bonus health. Something's not right. But that is nice. My melee weapon is based on my charisma now. At least the damage. So we broke most, actually all of their armor with that. To taunt them is critical, so it had knockback. So I'll just rest up then. You removed your stress, good for you. Alright, so one more turn before we get those back. Let's walk in their face, give them a chance to kill. They failed. We'll taunt them down again. They can't respond, so a meaty burp, and we win. We gave them a chance for a kill, though. They weren't going to land a hit otherwise. This win should get me level 7. We can make our comparison at that point. And, yeah, as you guys can see, this character, just straight grinding, took 15 minutes to get all the way up. Not bad at all. Didn't take a long time. Pretty easy to build up these Sonic characters. Mages were a bit easier to build up pre-patch, but with this new patch, they take a little bit longer than what they did before. Big level up there. Alright, damage with Sonic attacks up. So they're even stronger than before. And now let's properly do our comparison. So, looking at this, yes, we only have 44 health. We have 226 essence, which isn't a whole lot. Our base hit chance, only 51. That's horrible. But when we actually look at our skills, 87% hit chance, because we put all of our points for a 25% boost to that. And even without the 25% boost, you're still looking at a 62% chance to hit. You remember, guys, we had a whole bunch of points in attack, and we still were in the 40s for a chance to hit. And in some cases, the 30s, depending on the enemy. Now we're at the 87. Some enemies, yeah, 77, sure. But most enemies, you're sitting at this 87. Huge, huge difference in hit chance. Let's talk about damage. The damage for a taunt, 25 right now. Damage for this, 25. If you were casting a spell, you'd deal maybe 40. And then you get damage over time. But if you're only hitting at half the rate, if not less, and your cooldown is sitting at 5 turns, you're in some trouble. The guitar move we're about to unlock, I believe, has a slightly higher hit chance than Meaty Burp or Taunt, and it can go every single turn. So, huge difference there. Yes, we're still 2 points shy, so we'll have to unlock those first, but huge difference. And if you look, yes, we added 2 points to strength to start this build, so we didn't have to deal with any mishaps early on. Was that a waste? 100%. Do you need to do it? Not if you get lucky. The first couple fights suck if you don't have any points. Stamina. Yes, we're probably going to need maybe 5 more points in stamina, but thanks to Arya's Respite, we're going to be able to get back most of our points that we're using anyways. And the cost for our skills isn't going up. The only one that's more expensive, and it's doubled the cost, is the guitar one. It costs 120 per cast. No big deal. Charisma, we can keep pushing that one easily because it's either charisma and stamina, which we're capping at 10, so there's only 5 more points for stamina, or charisma and defense. If we're putting all of our points there, then we don't have to worry as much about vitality. Maybe we'll put 5, maximum 10 points in vitality long term, but overall, and like overall, we're talking about 5 points in this, 5 points in that. That's literally just 5 levels total. That's it. And we'd be done with those two. And then we just focus purely on defense and charisma. So realistically, you're going to be sitting there with extremely high defense, extremely high charisma. This is a much easier one to build than what the magic one is. You have a higher chance to hit with your abilities. Yes, it's a little bit less damage, but your hit chance makes up for that, and the ability to cast multiple times in a row. It does break all armor. And the only thing that we would really need to compare is how much defense is giving you what block rates. And I will point this out right now before we get into it. Intellect is not helping you block anything. If you add to agility, it will help you against certain things. If you add to defense, it will help you against certain things. But I believe the intellect does not increase your defense to any type of thing except for, I think it mentions charms at one point. And I don't know if that counts as spells, but I've had high intellect before with very low magical resist. We're already at 67% magical resistance. And we're going to push for 100 because charisma. So we're going to have insanely high magic resist and insanely high resistance to everything else while still having insanely high damage and hit chance. Everything you could possibly want. Which is why, of course, I think this build will be nerfed. If you don't think that this one's stronger than the yeah, if you don't think this one's stronger than the magic build, please let me know. And we are going to continue this. I'm going to get them both to level 12. We're going to get a better idea of how powerful each one is, in what ways they're powerful, everything that we need to know about these things, okay? And I genuinely think that the charisma one's going to reign supreme until charisma gets its big nerf. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, check out my other content, and if you want more gear comparisons or if you have any questions about the game, just please comment down below and I'll happily answer. Have a great night.